Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm over the moon. I'm so excited, so thrilled. I have been waiting for this day for long. I'm
Okay.
so happy. I'm so happy. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Yeah,
Yes, you're welcome. So please tell me more about you. Your son told me briefly, but
yeah,
I would want you to tell about yourself.
yeah, sure, sure. I would be glad to introduce myself. So I am a proud homemaker and an inquisitive English learner. I am blessed with two children. Both are grown up and working. So I don't have much responsibility towards them. Rather, they take my responsibility. So these days, I'm trying to learn this language, trying to enhance my communication skill. And so, and if I talk about my hobbies, then as of now, learning this language has become only one hobby for me because it is consuming my all time, energy, everything. But I love listening to music. I like to do yoga, and I prefer to explore new places. So
Mm.
that's what
You
it is.
like to explore new places.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Where do you live? Where are you from?
I am from, have you heard about Dhanbad city? It is situated
Dhanbad,
in Jharkhand.
Jharkhand?
Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
Jharkhand. Dhanbad
Mm.
city in Jharkhand.
Okay, okay. So you're basically from there and you're living there?
No, I am basically from here. But nowadays, most of the time, I live with my daughter in Gurgaon. But
Gurgaon.
1 week, yeah, 1 week ago, I came here.
Okay, okay. So you have a son and a daughter.
One daughter and one son.
Both
And
are
my
grown
daughter
up.
is married. My daughter is married with a 3.5-year-old baby girl. So now
Okay.
I am enjoying the grandmother status.
Yeah. And the grandparents usually love their grandchildren more than their own children, right? Why is it
Yeah,
so?
yeah. It's, it's absolutely right because my in case of my children, we didn't get time to watch them growing because we were that time so busy with our daily affairs, so it was not possible. So now I'm enjoying.
Mm. And the responsibility and headache is of the parent. You just enjoy with the child.
Yeah, yeah. I
Mm.
I just I just become a 3.5-year-old girl and started playing with her.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. So tell me why English?
Why English? There is a story behind my learning this journey of learning because I had a hidden desire to learn this language, but I never spoke to anyone about this. So in during my school age, I never paid any attention to the subject. I always avoided the subject. So I in 10th board I scored first class, but I failed in English.
Mm.
I failed in English because I never, because I thought was stuck in my mind that this language is hard not to crack for me. So I am good at math, science, Sanskrit, all the subject, Hindi. I even score 80, 90% mark, all the
Okay.
subjects. But I never paid any attention to this subject. And there were no one who made me understand the value of this language that time. Because that time, I think English is not that much important. My brothers used to teach me, and they only emphasis on math and science, all these subjects, not in English. So somehow days passed, and when I was in second year in intermediate, that time I got married. After
Okay.
that, my father-in-law was teacher, and when he observed that I have a need towards study, then he started teaching me. That time I realized that, oh my God, this language, this subject is not as that much hard to learn.
Mm.
But
Mm.
that time there were no facility, no opportunity. Learning seemed to be a daunting task.
Yes.
So, and as days passed, then I got into my worldly affairs, and my desires slowly started fading away. Then time passed, and 2019 and 2017, I got this mobile phone. And unknowingly, I used to listen English content every time. Most of the time, I used to listen English content because whenever I hear that someone is speaking a good English, my attention automatically when it come drawn towards the person. But I, but I had a fear. But I want to learn. But I had a fear as well. Both emotions were going on simultaneously. So that 2000, then 2019, I faced some tragedy that shattered me, and my world turned upside down. So my son stopped, postponed his study, and he stayed at home. It was a great support for me. 1.5 year he stayed with me. So one day, and he used to watch food blogs made by foreigners. Many foreigners comes and made food blog in India.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
used to watch. So one day I joined him. Having a breakfast, we were enjoying the blog. In that blog, the bloggers was invited by one of his subscribers at his home. And the subscriber's mother had regaled him with so many delicacies. And the subscriber was overwhelmed by seeing this. And he was started asking, what is this, how this is made, and what is the preparation, what are the ingredients you are using. Then the subscriber started translating because his mother doesn't know English. So my son asked me, if I invite that blogger at my home, then would you welcome him? Well, why not? I would welcome him with open arms, and I would do whatever I could as much as I would do what I could. Then he said, no, only cooking and welcoming is not enough. You will have to converse with him in English because the blogger doesn't know any other language except English. So I'm like, no, it's not my cup of tea. Then in that case, I will seek help from you. The, then he said, "Oh, instead of seeking help from me, why not you try to learn?" Then I said, how should I learn? Because I have no knowledge about this subject. Still, I am taking the English thing as a subject. It is not for me a language, nothing, not communication, means of communication, nothing. It was a subject. Then he said, you are keep on listening English content. So if you try, then you can listen, learn. Then, but I was adamant, I don't have any knowledge. I I am not able to learn this language. Then what he did, he played a Chinese video for half a minute and paused it and asked me, did you get it? What the person was saying? I was kind of shocked. Oh, no, are you kidding me? And I got furious. Hey, have you lost your mind? This person was saying in Chinese. How can I get it? Then he said, why not? You said that you don't have any knowledge about English and you are able to understand English. Similarly, you can understand Chinese as well because there is no knowledge required. Then it hit me. Oh my God, I have some knowledge and then I can learn. So that thought started ponding in my head that somewhere or the other, but I didn't start immediately again because then it's very difficult to take first step.
Yes.
Then you have been living a way of life for many years. It's 30 years, 35 years. After that, coming out of that zone is very difficult because I was not a student and I didn't have any connection with learning type of thing. Learning is different thing. If you listen something, if you watch something, it's other thing. But learning means you have to remove some time from your daily routine. You have to invest the time into your learning. So and unknowingly we create an invisible boundary
Yes.
around us. No, this should be done. This shouldn't be done. If I do this, then it doesn't look good for me. So nobody is stopping you, but our mind, our thoughts pulling us back. That is the
Mm.
reason. And time passed, and 2020 we witnessed the corona and
Yeah.
lockdown important.
Mm.
So in lockdown, I had to spend 4 months alone. Alone
Mm.
means 24 into 7, I was confined into my
Mm.
house.
Mm.
Because just before lockdown, my son went to Delhi to take his exam, and he got stuck there because of lockdown.
Mm.
So initial days, I spent 10, 12 days, I spent doing multiple household chores. Uh, Usually, most of the homemaker does when they get time.
Yeah, yeah.
But after I got bored and exhausted doing all these things, I got fed up. Then I did nothing. 3 days I did nothing. I was just whiling away my time. Then there is a saying that empty minds there is work. So negative thoughts were started knocking in my mind,
Yeah.
because that time I was seeing that everyone with their family, and I was alone. And somewhere or the other I was missing my family. Because I never never lived like that
Oh,
alone.
okay.
So it was. So one thing is that I regular practice yoga. So
Okay.
when so that thoughts were somewhere that thoughts were started making me depressed. So I got alert. No, I have to do something. I am not that kind of person to sit and cry or repent. No, I have to do something. But what should I do? So at first, I started incorporating some meditation along with my yoga.
Mm.
Yeah. And that works like a magic. And I started learning Sanskrit at first. Initially stage, I started learning Sanskrit. I learned some slokas, mantras, why these slokas were chanted when some ceremony is happening. So I inculcated some yoga mantras in me. I do that. So one day after, and I was enjoying the journey, learning Sanskrit. So one day after having my breakfast, I was scrolling my mobile screen, and suddenly a video appeared in my mobile. It was English related, spoken English something, and I clicked the video, and from that moment, my English journey started.
Mm.
So at first, I go through grammar because I didn't have any knowledge. I just knew simple present tense, past tense, continuous tense, and
Mm.
why has been, have been, could, would, have, had, whatever is there. I
Mm.
didn't know anything. Why this is used? Mm. So at first I go through grammar. Grammar is just so vast subject,
Yes,
and
yes.
whenever I tried to dive into it, I felt soporific. Oh my God! Then one evening, my son called me. "Oh, what are you doing?" Then I am trying to learn grammar, but it seemed so difficult for me. So I don't think that I can learn this language. Then he said, "Tell me, before speaking Hindi or your mother tongue, did you go through grammar? Did you go through
Uh,
grammar? No, nothing. The same method you apply. You are not a student. You are not going to deliver any lecture. You are not going to take any exam or essay competition. You just want to learn this language to communicate with people. You just
yes.
want to learn. So you assume that you are a 2 years old child,
Mm.
and you
Mm.
start learning. So, but every step, my son motivated me, inspired me to learn this language. And initially, he said that whenever you speak with me, you speak in English. And it's so difficult. I felt suffocated because I was not able to express my emotions. Speaking English is not like that. You are delivering few words, you are
Yes.
expressing your emotion. And suppose I am angry with him, then I started translating. Oh, if I have to say this in English, then by the time the anger vanishes.
Mm. Mm.
That was my story. And this I love this language.
So you
Here,
have been
listen,
practicing speaking only with your son, or do you practice it on audio calls with somebody or video calls?
audio call I tried because I uploaded 2 apps. It's one is Speakify, other is CV. But these apps didn't help me much because every time you connect with new co-learner, and every time well, you become expert or fluent in few questions. Oh my God, uh, yeah, you become fluent in few questions, asking few questions.
Yes,
Every time
yes.
I ask the same question, they ask me the same question. So initially, I think 2 months. 2 months, I still that apps are in my mobile, but I rarely use. I rarely
Okay.
use. Most of the time, I do monologuing, shadowing, and I try to think in English. Each and every situation, I try to think in English, whatever comes in my mind. So that's how. But I haven't spoken with anyone in English before that. It is my first video session, and I am speaking to you the first time. So it's
Mm.
so precious for me.
You are so confident.
Because I never think about my mistake. Because I am trying to speak a language. I am trying to speak a language. I am not going to hurt anyone. I am not going to demean anyone. If suppose I make mistake, it's obvious. I am learner. I am beginner, and making mistake is obvious. So it's okay. In Hindi, when we speak Hindi, hmm, do we speak correct Hindi? Most of the time we speak incorrect Hindi.
Mm.
That is the truth. But we don't acknowledge it. It's
Yes.
so. हाँ, in Hindi just ठंड लग रही है. इसे अरे ठंडा लग रहा है. we
Mhm.
say
Yeah,
we
yeah.
never bother about that.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
that's why I never. Uh, Initially, I was very cautious. What people would think, what people, if I say anything wrong, then they would laugh me. They would mock on me. But now I don't bother about all these things.
Now you no
And
longer
when
care.
and when I come across with your videos, and it's helped me a lot. It's helped me. I imitate you. I because so I'm not my grammar base is not strong. I have
Yes.
shallow knowledge about grammar. So sometimes every time I feel lack of confidence,
Mm.
especially putting the preposition, using the preposition. It's very
Yes.
difficult.
Yeah, I know.
So whenever I come across with good sentence, I try to imitate. I try to learn that sentence. So
Yes.
that I can remember that sentence and try to make other many sentences similar sentence. I try to make. So that's
Mm-hmm.
how I practice.
You're so passionate about English learning, right? Because
So,
it is not easy. It takes a lot
no,
of effort.
no,
And we are
mm,
always on the thinking that when am I going to become fluent? When am I going to become
ah,
fluent? That thing is running in
right,
your mind. But you have to
mm,
put in equal effort. It is not easy. It will take years of
yes,
practice for you to be able
practice.
to speak fluently. Now you started from zero somewhere in 2021, and now you're
Mm,
fluent. You spoke
oh,
continuously for 15 minutes. You are
yeah,
speaking good. You have good vocabulary also in your speech. You're speaking
yeah.
really well, and I really hope this will
Okay.
be
I- Thanks.
inspiration, motivation to a lot of people, youngsters who are
Mm,
not ready to wait. I need to
yeah.
become fluent in
Most
3 months, six
most
months. It takes
most
time.
important thing is you must be patient. You must be present for this
Yeah,
deed. Okay, the word is, should I use presence or present? I am always confused about that. You must
present,
be
present,
okay.
patient, patient. You're saying about being
Patient,
patient.
patient. No, the
Patient,
word is
yes,
patient.
patient.
Okay.
Mm.
2 years ago, I could not speak even a single sentence in
Mm.
English. I didn't have any problem in understanding because when I grew the interest toward this language, that time I started going through newspaper. Though I didn't do anything, I know grammar structure, nothing. So whenever I used to read newspaper, I would sit with a dictionary. I read for each and every word, each and every word.
Mm.
So doing this, I was able to understand. If anyone speak simple English, then I can understand. But the speaking was not. I never thought, even unknowingly, I was listening the English content, but I never thought to learn this language. The idea is never occurred in my mind that I should learn this language. No.
Mm.
So
Mm.
many my close relative ask why do you learn? But, many people ask me why do you learn? Plus, I am learning this language to add some quality to myself. I am not learning this language to do any job or going to start any business, any money related thing. No, because I don't have to run my house.
Yeah.
So earning money is not the reason behind my learning. So I love to learn. That's why I am learning this language.
Mm.
And
It
if
is such a nice thing. You are learning because you want to learn it. You don't have a purpose for it. You just like to learn it. It's your passion.
because I always I want to spend my time productively, meaningful. Because am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible. Yeah.
Okay. So because I am not that kind of person that want to spend their time only sitting, eating, and sleeping. So and the tragedy I faced, so I thought that I must keep myself engrossed into positive things. If
Yes.
your mind is empty, then no matter how you are, and how long you do household chore, how long?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Often people judge us when we are quiet or when we zone out ourselves. They judge that we are something, we have attitude or something of that sort. But we know what we
yeah,
are. And your son has been a major influence in your English
yeah,
language journey, right? So, what are the parenting hacks that you took? Because such a lovely son, he just kept following up till I booked the session for you. So, what did you do? I mean,
I just sent him your video, one of your videos. So he asked me, "Do you want to connect?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to connect, but I am little hesitant and under confidence because I haven't spoken to anyone. I haven't spoken with anyone, so it's okay. If you make mistake, then you are not expert. You are being still my book.
okay,
That
okay. Yes, yes. Okay, so do you want to add on something because we are running out of time? Do you want to add anything else or ask me any question?
So, as you have been listening to me as a couple of minutes, so can you suggest me what area should I focus more? Because I know I have to work all the aspects of English learning, but especially which area should I focus?
See, your English is good, your fluency is good, vocabulary is also very nice because you're using good words. Grammar,
Okay.
maybe here and there you have a little bit doubt. Not that you don't know, you know it. Maybe you have some doubt while talking.
Okay.
But if you are interested, you can focus more on your pronunciation a
Okay.
little bit.
Yeah.
Focus
Okay.
if you're interested in that field. So try to focus on your pronunciation. So that is the only thing I would like to tell you. But otherwise, you are doing good. You're speaking really well, and I cannot guess that this is your first video call because during
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
video
Yeah.
call, people tend to become nervous or they forget things.
Okay.
But you were in a flow. You were speaking in a flow, which is commendable. You did a good job. So yeah, that is your feedback. That's it.
Okay. It's a privilege for me having conversation with you. Oh my God.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
I watch your solo videos. I try to imitate. Even one, two video I memorize
Oh.
videos. That video is how to think in English and
Mm.
how to overcome the fear of going
Yes,
blank.
yes, yes.
This, so I try to imitate. I try to say many times. I watch at least every video. And whichever video I find interesting, I watch at least 3 times
Oh.
video.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah.
So it helps me.
Repetition is important. Repetition is
Important.
important. Yeah, yeah.
Because whatever I have learned from watching, listening, practicing. Yeah, I haven't done any writing work. I haven't done. So I
Hmm.
am lacking in this area, because and I am pathetic in writing, because I never written anything except making milkman's calculation and grocery calculation.
It's okay because your
So
speaking skills has improved on itself without practicing writing. So that is okay. Hmm. Okay, so thank you so much for joining and sharing your journey, how you learned English. And thank you for sharing your experiences. It was really lovely
okay.
talking to you. Okay, yeah, that's what I
Hello.
was telling. Please
Uh,
give my greetings to your son as well. So it was
okay,
really
yeah, yeah.
nice talking to you. You have a good day.
Same here, same here. I'm so happy about it. I am over the moon. I was eagerly waiting for this session. I woke up early. Do I every day I woke up early, but today I woke up little more early just to join this. I finished the whole work and I get mentally free. So now I can sit calmly and do my session. So it is my first session. You can imagine.
Yeah, you can approach other people and have more video sessions. So it will help you.
Okay,
It will help you unknowingly improving your English, your confidence, and everything on a whole. So try and
okay,
connect to
okay.
different people and have video sessions.
And I am looking forward to watch my video on YouTube.
Yeah, it will be on my channel soon. So yeah, you can watch out.
Okay. So
Thank you.
thank you for